A new order begins under the Taliban governance. The phrases have tripped off the tongue of Taliban for quite some time. We are working to establish an inclusive government that represents all the people of Afghanistan, promised Taliban leader Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar when he recently arrived in Kabul to start talks aimed at forming a leadership to move the movement from guns to governments. We would like to live peacefully, vowed Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid at the first press conference in the capital after the Taliban suddenly swept into power on 15 August. We don't want any internal enemies and any external enemies. Judge them by their action, not their words. He became the mentor of a fast expanding leagues of Taliban watchers, including Afghans, foreign governments, humanitarian chief, and political pundit the world over. But Afghans are watching most closely of all. They have to. On a day when brave protesters with bold banners spilled into the streets of Kabul and other cities, Afghan women leading the charge to demand their rights, their representation, their role in society, the new Taliban government was unveiled. Was this more evidence of the media survey Taliban? It temporarily knocked news of Taliban firing guns in the air, wielding rifle butts and sticks to disperse protesters out of the world's headlines. But it was a modest ceremony in the mundane setting of a press conference for such a momentous, much anticipated message. It electrified social media and delivered a gut punch to those who had held fast to Taliban promises. Far from being exclusive, it is exclusively Taliban, the old organigram of the Taliban movements with its commission, deputies, and all the powerful Amir Habatullah Akhundzada has been transplanted into a cabinet with the same political architecture of governments everywhere. The revered Ministry of Vice and Virtue is back. The Women Affairs Ministry is out. Its makeup is overwhelmingly drawn from Pashtun tribes, with only one Tajik and one Hazara, both Talibs. There is not a single woman, not even in deputy minister's position. It's a government of the old guard and a new generation of mullah and military commanders men in charge when the Taliban ruled in the 1990s who returned, beard much lighter and longer former Guantanamo Bay prisoner, current member of US and UN blacklists, better hardened fighters who pressed forward on every front in recent months, self-styled peacemaker who sat around negotiating tables and shuttled around regional capital with promises of a new Taliban.